What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Arrival Zero Earth. You will recall that like a year or so ago, like a year and a half ago, I covered the demo of this game, which was very, very small. It was just this tiny title from Finland that no one had ever heard of, including myself, until like I don't even remember if I saw a GIF of it somewhere, or if I saw it like, I don't even remember where I sourced the game from, but it was one of those titles that was so little that like even I missed it with my neurotic scanning of Steam all day every day. And the video did very, very well. People liked it. They thought it was cool. And so now the game has become a full-fledged title, which is coming out next month. The developer, as a thank you for the last video, sent over the build, basically, that's going to be going up on Steam in early access. And so we're going to check that on out and give some feedback here today, so that the game can kind of accumulate a little bit of that stuff. But if you've never seen the game before, it's somewhere in between Pikmin and Vampire Survivors, which this game actually preceded Vampire Survivors by like 6 or 7 months. And so that's another, I think this game may be another kind of magic survival influenced game. But this one was a little bit ahead of the curve. But anyways, if you've never seen it before, it's a game about a band of Finnish militia resistance fighters who are fighting against War of the Worlds style aliens that are invading. And the game doesn't take itself too seriously, but really the point of the game is that you are building a massive army of Finnish resistance fighters, and you're grouping them up into squads, and those squads have jobs, and those jobs are very, very tongue-in-cheek. So there's like, there's like Finnish forest wizards, and there's like Finnish guys that summon telephone poles from space that blow up the aliens, and you've got active abilities you can use to protect your troops, and it ends up being a very, very fun, unique little experience. It's a minimalist game, so there's not a lot to be spoken of when it comes to the graphical presentation, but I do want to see this game spread its wings and grow, and I do think that this game is good, and I do think that it's unique, and it has merit, so we're going to be doing some impressions today. Arrival Zero Earth will be available, as you can see on screen, the 11th of October of 2022. The link to the wish list for the early access will be down below in the description. You can check that out there. On top of that, you'll also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to hang out live and participate in kind of uncut 4-hour sessions playing video games of the stuff that I normally feature on the channel. Let's go ahead and start a new run, and we'll talk about what the game is and what it isn't. Alright, so Finland in the winter of 1995. We have been dropped in from the timeline. These are our little Finnish fighters right here. Now, a couple rules about this game, and I'm going to pause it to explain these rules so that you are aware of them and I don't have to do it on the fly, because this is kind of a reaction-based game. But anyways, you have soldiers. Down here at the bottom of the screen, we have one squad which is comprised of 10 riflemen. Every time they get hit by something, one of these riflemen will die, and it will fill in one of these coffins. If you fill in all of your coffins, if I remember correctly, you lose. So ultimately, the goal of this game is really not to get hit at all. Like, at the end of the game, you're going to have, like, hundreds of troops that you're controlling, with WASD like a little Pikmin mob. But if, like, 3 of them die, you basically lose the game. And so it's a game that's all about avoiding damage, setting up ambush spots to attack the aliens, and trying to keep yourself out of trouble. You control the game with WASD. There are aliens on this map somewhere inside the fog of war out here, and we've got to find them and kill them. However, since we're not in combat, we can loot these houses. So there is an S market right here. The S market is going to allow us to pick a buff. This strip at the top of the screen is all of the buffs that you have available that affect every single unit in your army. They can be things like attack speed, they can be XP multipliers, they can make you move faster, they can increase your chances of getting loot. Basically, you can see all the stuff over here, and it all basically increases like their range, and all the stats you see over here on the right. I'm going to take movement speed. Because we move very sluggishly right now. My first observation is that I would like to see a little bit more movement out of our little resistance fighters. I think just giving them a little tiny hop as they move around would make the game feel a little bit more animated and a little bit more alive. As they slide along the topography right here, it's got a very sterile feeling to it. And so if every single unit did like a little bunny hop as they moved around the map, once you got up to like, 150 units, you'd sort of have this undulating moss blanket of Finnish resistance fighters that are moving around, and I think it would look pretty cool and make it pop. I'm going to take another rifleman right here. Anytime you find a tavern or a bar, you can hire a new unit. These names are utterly unpronounceable unless you are a Finnish speaker. I wouldn't even, with a gun to my head, I could not pronounce any of these words. That one says, Rinakako Kiva Ari Jokus. Dude, that's a hell of a word right there. It has letters that don't even exist in English. It's got like an A that's wearing like a little crown. It's got an O with some sprinkles on it, dude. It's a little bit terrifying. We're going to go ahead and take another group of riflemen. The riflemen basically deal a small amount of damage, but they fire very quickly, and they can only fire while you are stationary. And so anyways, the riflemen are good against enemy swarm units, and there's some of them right there. In this game, the enemies are going to mark targets on the ground, and if you're still in that area when the shot goes off, well, you're losing a unit, my friend. There we go. We've wiped out the first group of aliens. We're going to pick up all this stuff right here. That's XP. These units do level up. They get stronger, and if you mouse over their card, it will tell you what they get for their next level, in case you were wondering. One group of aliens is now down. I don't think we can loot this building right here. Oh, we found more aliens. They spawned in behind us. The aliens spawning, they just kind of just like pop in from the ether. I would probably adjust that if it was me. I don't want you to take these little thoughts that I'm having as I'm playing the game as being like critiques about why the game is bad. They've got like a use feedback button right there, and I'm just hoping that the game will feel good and feel great, and people will be really, really into it because I think this game is pretty rad. And so anyways, I forget what I was talking about now. I lost my train of thought. How dumb do you have to be to lose an entire train, dude? They're massive. The enemy spawns. The enemies, to my eye, just seem to pop in out of nowhere. It would be cool when you trigger an enemy pack if they fell in from the sky in little drop pods, like shaboom, 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 boom, 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 boom. You know, so that like it gives them a little bit of like a cinematic entrance, I guess. And it gives you a second to set up, and they'd be immune during the drop-in animation. So like you wouldn't have to worry about bushwhacking them basically before they get a chance to counterattack. A few more aliens right there. We do have a dash ability that we start out with. All the aliens are now dead. I'd actually also really like it if the corpses stayed smoking the entire time and had like little explosive black crater textures around them, like a little decal. That'd look pretty cool. What is this right here? Lightning. So whenever you hit an enemy, there is a chance that lightning will be emitted and bounce to another enemy. Sweet. And as you can see, all the abilities are kind of like that. They're fun. They are spectacle-laden. They make you feel excited. They let you blow up the entire screen. It's good stuff. We can get some psychic Finnish wizards. So yeah, I think we're going to go for that. How does one turn down psychic Finnish wizards that conjure lightning from their mitts? Like, that's just a rad idea. And there you go. We wiped out another group of enemies. Let's go ahead and gather up the XP. This right here is a church. At a church, you can burn your coffins to keep yourself from losing the game. And so anyways, oh, we got a bunch of lightning upgrades. Did I mention that these stack up here? I forgot to tell you that. They stack. They get better and better and better. So you're not limited to like one lightning upgrade. You can have like 40 lightning upgrades. You can have like 20 speed up upgrades. You can have like loads and loads of them to make yourself just like ridiculously and absurdly overpowered. After we kill all the aliens on the map, we are free to leave. You don't actually have to loot all the buildings or anything if you don't want to. I would recommend you do because your troop is going to be weaker for it. But anyways, you don't necessarily have to do anything other than kill all the aliens on the map. And then it just takes you to the next map, which gets harder and incorporates new varieties of aliens. And that's the entire gameplay loop right there. That's it. This is a game about spectacle and creating a ridiculous army that explodes everything on the screen in entertaining fashion as you cackle and clap your gamer hands, basically. We'll take out that big one right there. The big ones, you want to have archers, snipers, wizards. Those tend to be the most helpful units when it comes to killing off the big guys. Move over to here, get a couple shots off. We'll dash over this way, dash back this way, line them up. Get that big guy for me. Get him. There we go. That's the good stuff. My units are leveling. They are getting stronger. They are dealing more damage. It looks like they also have tiers. I don't know if the tiers were in the game the last time that I played. There's a Nokia phone over here. Apparently it's a Nokia billboard, and it makes our projectiles fly faster. There's definitely humor in this game. I never had a Nokia phone. I didn't have a cell phone until I was like out of my parents' house. When I was in high school, a lot of kids had like flip phones and whatnot. but my parents didn't see why a kid needed a phone. And honestly, I'm kind of thankful for that, because like all my friends that had phones when I was a kid, their parents could basically call them and check in no matter where they were or like what they were up to and tell them to come home. The benefit to not having a phone or like a beeper or whatever was that no one could just get a hold of me, so I basically was able to stay out till whenever I wanted, so long as my parents forgot to dictate like a curfew. It was pretty rad. Pretty good deal, actually. Don't feel that bad about not having a phone. We don't need to cremate any coffins, but there is a treasure chest right there, which gave us more projectile speed. We've got a computer billboard over here. That gives us XP. It's made us big brain. And so there you go. We are now gathering more XP than we did previously. They're trying to shoot me, so I'm going to dash out of the way. Sometimes the collision can be a little bit hard to track with the procedurally generated mountains that are around. That's another thing, is I've gotten my army stuck on them once or twice because it's hard to figure out where the boundaries are of the mountain itself. And at a certain point, you just can't go up it. Go ahead and wipe these guys out. Dance over to here. Get a little bit more damage off. Good. XP. Give me that good stuff. All right. We get a new unit. I will probably take some archers. Archers are good for taking down big enemies that have large HP pools, but they fire very, very slowly. We can get an ability here at S Market. We can get airstrike, so whenever a unit levels up, an airstrike is called in. When a unit dies, or when enemies die, they have a chance to emit a damaging shockwave, or we can get an active ability called the Dome. The Dome is very, very helpful, so I'm going to take the Dome. The Dome basically stops you from taking damage for a few seconds. You can drop it on the ground, and you can fight, and you don't have to move around while the enemy's bombarding you. As you level it up and get more of them, it gets bigger and bigger in radius, and I think it gets more HP. We've got another pub here. I'll probably take another batch of riflemen. That sounds pretty good. Another pub. Another batch of riflemen. Let's take them. We've got more enemies, though, coming after us. So let's get down with the beef and the smoke. These aliens don't understand. They invaded Finland. Arguably one of the worst places you could possibly invade, if modern history has taught us anything. Like, of all the places you could land, the Finnish have a long, long history of really, really laying it down. I don't know. You might want to pick somewhere else. I'll take some more wizards. That sounds good to me. All right, so our army's getting bigger. It looks like we're sum total up to looks like 52 units now. One thing I would like to see from future editions of the game, and I think I brought this up the last time I played the game, is I would like to see the sprites be individual. And so like riflemen, they should look like little riflemen. You know, just give them like a little pixel gun, you know what I mean? And then the wizards should be little guys in robes with little wizard hats and a staff. And the archers should look like little, archers, basically. Just to basically break up the monotony of your battle force. Now, that might happen later on in the game because there's a tiering system now that I was not aware of previously, and maybe my memory is just failing me. But I don't remember there being a tier system the last time we checked out the game. So it's possible that once we evolve our units, they will look more specialized. But that's my thoughts about the visual presentation of your army, is that like a little bounce as they move around the map, like a little, just like Pikmin or like Slime Rancher or whatever, where they're like, and they bounce along, I think would make it look a little bit more exciting visually, and then breaking apart the monotony of all your units looking the same by having them look individual by class, since they're very, very simple, like little, 8-bit sprites anyway. Shouldn't be too hard to throw together. I'm going to upgrade my dome again. How much larger is it going to be now? Not that much larger, so I'm hoping it's just got more HP, maybe? We got aliens. Aliens on the grid. Let's take them out, boys. It's time for us to throw down. Perfect. The aliens don't even know what hit them, man. They landed like it was going to be D-Day, and they found out that it was Retreat Day. Let's get a new unit here. I'll probably try to keep my riflemen and my specialists who kill heavy units somewhat even. It feels like a strong idea to me. I actually kind of wanted to see if there was battle damage to the forest, too. So the next time we find an enemy, I may drag them back to the woods over here and see how that goes. Oh, they've got range. Okay, let's drag them back over here. It does. It blows up that's pretty sweet, dude. It blows up the forest right there. I like that. What are those? Those are bombs. Okay, yeah, so don't step on the bombas. Try not to step onto bombas. They'll blow your feet off. It'll totally suck because it's kind of snowy. There we go. A few more enemies down. Our firing rate is picking up. All right, let's take our little army back down and over this way. And we can get... Let's take another dome upgrade. I didn't get to use it just yet, but I will use it on our next deploy. There we go. Can they still shoot me if they're inside the dome with me? It looks like they cannot. Good to know. Strong information to compile. There's a few more level ups right there. A unit transformer. Oh, I can convert a unit from one type to another just in case we need to redistribute the balance of our battle force. Okay. Let's go ahead and take another rifleman. We're going to want to step back over this way, I think. I'm going to need to get some range upgrades too, but I don't know if I have them unlocked yet. The game has about 30 or 40 unlocks. I don't remember what it said on the menu for how many unlocks are in the game just yet, and so it's possible we haven't unlocked the range buff yet. Let's take airstrike. We've taken a lot of other stuff. There we go. So we've got ranged airstrikes now. We'll also break this open, and we got an upgrade to our airstrike. Very nice. Let's take the teleporter on out of here. A large-scale alien invasion. Okay, that's what I like to hear. I prefer the word target-rich environment, but I get what you're going for. Wave incoming. Ah, they're coming to me this time around. All right, open fire. Yep, let them have it. This is Finland. We don't mess around like this. You guys invented the Molotov cocktail. These aliens have nothing to show you right now. Okay, another big enemy down. Obviously, we got some level ups. There's airstrikes falling everywhere. I do think the color differentiation is quite good, though. Despite all the visual stuff that's happening on screen in one of these fights, it's still easy to clearly delineate where the danger zones are, where the enemy is going to be firing their weapons very, very shortly. There you go. Hold them off. Hold them off. There you go. A few more level ups. I wonder if they get, like, up a tier. Ooh, faster walk speed? Yeah, I like that. We can move a little bit faster. 20% per upgrade. Wow, that's actually fairly generous. Let's go ahead and we'll take another batch of wizards, and then we'll take another batch of riflemen next, I think. We got another lightning upgrade. I don't need to cremate any of my coffins. What is this? Upgrade your units? Oh, we can turn them into elite riflemen. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm gonna do it, and hopefully it works out for me in the end. That did sort of diminish our numerical advantage that we've been toying around with and kind of pawing at for the entire time we've been playing, but hopefully they make up for it by being a lot more badass with the damage that they can dish out. What do we got over here? Bonus chests. That's pretty cool. It does seem like they hit quite a bit harder. I feel like they chewed through that big alien over there pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and put down a shield. Oh, is there a bomb inside my shield? I think there's a bomb inside my shield. I don't want to take any nasty risks. Oh, there's a new alien type. Cool. I don't think that little hopper guy was in the game the last time we played. Yeah, I don't think he was a thing. Cool. All right, so we've got a little bit more unit diversity since the last time we played last year. More flying chest chance, which I think is what we just triggered right there. More movement speed. Okay, that's good. A bunch more movement speed. Oh, man, we're about to be the fastest Finns in the West. All right, we've got... Let's get a higher flying chest chance because I feel like that really added up to, like, some serious upgrades there. We do have aliens around here. Go ahead and move down to here. Just keep them guns busting. Okay, the hopper's down. Airstrikes are coming in. XP is piling up. There we go. All right, we need to find ourselves some pubs, though. I need to get my numbers back up. We got more aliens. Let's go ahead and hold the line for a minute. With this movement speed, it's pretty easy to wheel around him and not take any damage. But I like that, though, dude. I've always enjoyed titles that are not afraid to let the player be OP and just power fantasy out. I think that's a very, very underrated facet of a video game experience, is that not everybody is looking for that, but there have been a number of games over the year that I feel like just did a fantastic job at just taking their hands off the wheel, let the player be powerful. You know, you be in control of the bad guys that spawn in response to the player, but let the player go nuts. You've given them like these cool tools and these cool fun things to play around with. Let them cut loose, especially if it's a spectacle-based game like this one that's all about just stacking ludicrous amount of things happening on screen. You know, let them accomplish that. Otherwise, you come away feeling just a little bit disappointed about it. Like, there's a lot of games out there that I think that if they had leaned into the direction of letting the player be powerful, you know, and just increasing the volume of mooks they get to chew through, they would have had much larger levels of success. Let's get another batch of riflemen, but I think we are going to have to pick up a few more specialized units for taking down the big guys pretty soon. I've noticed that the damage that we're getting off has started to wane a little tiny bit. All right, let's go through the portal. Let's see what we've got. A little bit more level diversity I think would be a really, really good idea as well. Some different set pieces, you know what I mean? Have the players fight inside like a big military base compound. Have them fight inside like farmlands with like hedgerows and things like that that sort of block your egress and where you can move to. Make things a little bit more interesting. Have modifiers on the maps, like every now and again the aliens come through with a death ray that's marked on screen, and if you're inside of that, a big beam goes and cuts the map in half periodically while you're fighting. Like, escalate the aliens and like the things they have at the same rate that you're escalating the player. A little bit more variety never hurts either. There we go. We'll knock those on down, grab some upgrades. We're still in combat, so it's not going to let me loot. So let me see if I can just kill off a few more aliens, because I like my loot, and I don't like being separated from it. There we go. Big aliens going down. Taking some nasty bullets. Oh, there's more of them still spawning in. Okay, I thought we were kind of getting to the end of it. There we go. Oh, we lost a guy. How did he die? I don't know how a guy died. I think I must have stepped on a bomb or something. So we lost. Oh no, dude, one of our Finnish heroes has died. There goes my hero. Got blowed up by a bomb. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, we got more alien? Oh, dude, I didn't even realize I triggered him. I think we're winning, though. It feels like I'm winning. Oh, that's a bomb. I thought that was a pickup for a second. The secret underground bunker, it will spawn any building that you want it to spawn, from an S market to a pub, and I think you can re-roll it 3 times. We got S market 3 times in a row, so I guess I'll just take the speed upgrade. I want to be fast. I want to be like the Ricky Bobby of Finnish resistances. Let's go ahead and cremate a coffin real quick. There we go. Looks good. Ooh, more XP. Don't mind if I do. A few more aliens right here that need to be dealt with. That's okay. I just picked up an XP upgrade, and I want to test it out. Let's churn through some aliens here. I think we're still mostly solid, and there's that XP coming on in. Hell yeah. I like how the artillery strike bombs still fall. Like, even if, like, all the enemies are dead and you're just picking up all the XP. I'll take another level of dome. I haven't really been using it, but we've got 5 levels of dome now. I don't think it gets bigger. I think it's probably tied to your radius stat, possibly, or something. Like, I think it probably just gets stronger. Do I get anything for exploring the entire level and getting all the Fog of War? Because I see we're at 95% right now. Let's find out. Huh. Apparently it just plays like a little jingle, but I don't know if it actually had any function. All right, we've got another pub. Oh, cool, nice. We've got rare quality guys. Yeah, I think I remember the snipers, and I think I remember the guys that drop kinetic rods of God on the enemy as well. So we'll take some of the kinetic rod guys. Ooh, a new attack pattern. I like it. Okay, yeah, we're getting a little bit more enemy variety right here. Does that enemy? Oh, never mind. I thought the enemy had like an old Russian-style PSO scope on the side of him, but he doesn't. Oh, it's a giant swingy. Oh, it's a giant blade monster. But I am super happy to see the enemy variety getting a little bit of a spruce up since the last time we played the game. That's good stuff right there. Enemy variety is important. You guys die, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I triggered more of them. My bad. I didn't mean to, like, bring in another pack of enemies, but... Oh, there's a mountain in the way. Okay, we don't really want to fight them right there, then. We kind of want to drag them back. That mountain is going to be problematic. And in my understanding, mountains don't really move. So I think relying on the mountain's gratuities is going to be a recipe for heartache. Heartache by the number, trouble by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. I don't know if the song really fits what we're doing right now, butchering our way across the hinterland. Is that the Palo Grilly? It's just like a little Weber grill. What does that do? Oh, it gives us levels of shockwave. Nice. Okay. We get a new unit right here. I will probably take another wizard because I feel like our large target damage is not great. Some more bullets. Speed. Yeah, make sure that our bullets don't miss. Treasure chest over here. More projectile speed. All right. I'm going to wipe out who I can, where I can here. They're still coming on in. Knock down that big... Oh, I lost a guy. I walked right into it, dude. I saw myself do it. I saw myself do it, and I did it anyways. I'm just a bad commander. I think there was a church on the map, though. We'll hit the church last, just in case we have multiple coffins that we need to burn. Oh, it makes your dash faster, too, with your movement speed. I didn't even realize. I think my dash is actually considerably faster. Like, I feel like we're getting more distance out of it. Where's this guy at? Yeah, finish him off, dude. Wonder, is there any way to restore a unit to full HP or like full members? The teleporter got here, so I think we killed all the aliens. Yeah, let's go ahead and cremate some coffins here. Perfect. All right, we got a pub. I will take another wizard because I like them. The idea of a wizard makes me happy. We will pick up another group of riflemen. And let's find some aliens, dude. Oh, it's a wave mission. Okay, I can deal with that. That's no biggie. That's nothing to worry about. We got these aliens dead bang, dude. They will learn to fear the sheer velocity of our rounds. Our Nokia-infused bullet casings. I'm going to put down the dome, and we're just going to hold for a minute. One problem is I don't know when the dome is going to go down, and so I'm afraid to Oh, it blinks. Okay, good. I didn't notice the blink until just now. Good. The blink hath been blunk. It's definitely getting a little bit more intense. There is, honestly, this is like a World of Warcraft raid simulator. Just don't stand in the AoEs, you know what I mean? They should thin out after this. I think we're almost there. Oh, no, there's another wave. Okay. All right, fair enough. Knock down a couple of enemies. I'll probably throw in just a minute just so we can see what the meta progression looks like in the current early access build. See if that's something that you're going to be into. Oh, I lost a guy. There do be a lot of circles around right now, though, so, like, I don't feel as guilty about it as last time. Lots and lots of bombas around. Is there anything I can loot around here? There is an S market. Let's go ahead and get some more XP. I think our speed is perfectly suitable for right now. Flying chest chance. Okay, not bad. And then we will cremate the coffin of the guy that we lost. And then with 1,000 meta currency, I think I'll probably throw right here, just so at the end of the video we can see how that's going to go, basically. All right, where's some aliens at to kill me? There we go. Looks like you get iframes after taking a hit, though. So that's interesting. Like, you can't get, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 tapped real fast. All right, so let's see what these 1,000 currencies got us. With our 1,000 currencies, we unlocked something. What did we unlock? Oh, we spend it. That's even better. That gives the player agency. I like that. Okay. I'll just go down the list. So apparently we've got rare unit chance as a buff now. And it looks like we have a missile launcher unit. Yeah, I think that one was in the old demo. Now they're locked behind progression, I think. I might be remembering improperly. But yeah, the game's a lot of fun. I think it's cool. I think it's fertile soil for making something that's very goofy and off the wall and enjoyable in sort of a power fantasy way. My only observations are the ones that I brought up previously. Map diversification, outside threats that are from the aliens but not necessarily the aliens. So basically map modifiers that you have to dodge while fighting the aliens. Map objectives would be cool too, like having to hold a point for a certain amount of time. You know, just other little things. But that's about it. I mean, if I didn't bring it up in the video and in that little synopsis right there, I don't really feel like I have that much of a problem. My name is Splattercat. I play indie games and sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile because there are a lot of indie games out there. And so I do that so that you don't have to, and I give you my thoughts along the way. Today we were doing Arrival Zero Earth. Tomorrow we will be doing something else. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and hopefully the video was helpful. I will be back tomorrow with more content for you, but it's time for me to go. Bye, everybody.